Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
4 seniors suit up in the purple and gold for the final time at Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court on senior night. Jackson Reynolds, Lyden Poe, Fletcher Cole, and Hayden Bostock. Well, they look to pick up the 21st win of the season, go undefeated at home in regular season, and cap it off with an undefeated run through the Patoka Lake Athletic Conference. If they're able to pull off the win here tonight against their county rival to the south, the Crawford County Wolfpack. Good evening, everybody. Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pedigo. It's time now for Rams basketball on Mix 95.3. Streaming live on WUME953.com and ask Alexa to play WUME 953. Paoli enters this game tonight, number 11 in the AP poll, number 10 in the USA. Dusty Cole, 20-2, the head coach, 5-0 in conference play. The Wolfpack, though, Bert, they come in 5-17, 1-4 in PLAC play for head coach John Hayes. But for them, they've won 3 out of 5, so they've got some momentum heading into this ball game, which is also their final game of the regular season.
Yeah, they got off to such a bad start. You know, lost just about everything up until about Christmas or a little bit after. But lately, they've been playing basically 500 ball, and you know, it's just doing little things that they've improved on. You got to be able to shoot the ball a little better. They've been doing that. They've been taking care of the basketball, been playing a little better defense, and as a result, the wins have come along with that. And they, you know, on paper, still a big mismatch in Paoli's favor, but Crawford County playing better. They want to get through tonight, see how you match up, and then get on to next week because these same 2 teams open up sectional play on Wednesday night next week.
Well, it's not the first time we've had that type of dynamic where they've ended up regular season, then come right out of the gate and play in the sectional, but again, that will be on the Wednesday night ball game. So you kind of have to figure out, all right, do you show everything tonight or do you hold something back?
Well, honestly, just play. Just come out and play. You know, there have been enough games filmed on each of these teams to where each coach knows what the other's going to do. So just come out, run your stuff, see what happens. You might be able to tweak one thing or another just slightly, but just come out and play.
Well, 2 players in the sights of the Rams tonight will be the senior Blake Seibert, averaging almost 15, and a very good young freshman that we saw earlier against Orleans, and Braxton Bowman, who's averaging over 14 points per ball game.
Yeah, Bowman, when he gets older, he's going to be a handful. He's already a handful as it is just as a freshman. And the Seibert kid, he has been a handful for Paoli for a couple of years in a row now. He had an excellent game against them last year, and I'm sure he's hoping for the same again this year.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. We'll talk with head coach John Hayes of Crawford County and have our usual sit-down chat with Dusty Cole of Paoli. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach John Hayes of Crawford County joins us now, brings his team on the road here tonight to take on the Rams in this conference showdown to wrap up regular season play. So a lot to talk about at the end of the year, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But, Coach, coming in here now, you've won 3 out of 5, but playing some good basketball here in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've started doing some things, guess it all boils down to we started hitting some shots. Everything looks a little bit better when you can make a couple baskets here and there, and But honestly, we played hard the kids played hard all year. Just part of the problem has been we've had guys that didn't have any experience, guys who are probably playing varsity level that shouldn't be with what we've had in injuries and everything else. And finally they've started, executing the things that we want to do, and it's looked a whole lot better here in the last couple of weeks.
So I say sometimes things just start to go your way.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We've got a couple breaks here and there, and like I said, made some buckets, and I never doubt the effort. Obviously, there's times when you're struggling. At one point, we're 1-12. Mm-hmm. There's oh geez, here we go again kind of thing sometimes. But never doubted the effort I would get or how hard these kids would play, and we expect that and demand that of them, and they do it. And so it was kind of nice to have some things here lately start kind of falling our way.
Coach, tell us a bit about your team, offensively, defensively. What are you trying to do out on the floor?
Well, I mean, we've got, it doesn't take anybody very long to watch this. We've got two guys that we rely on the offensive end. Our senior, Blake Cyber, is averaging about 14.5. And then our freshman, Braxton Bowman's averaging just a little over 14 himself. So those guys, we average 40 points, and they're getting almost 30 of them. So, they do a lot of the work offensively, but what's nice here lately is our other senior, the only other senior we have on our team, Reese Allen, 3 of the last 4 games he's been in double figures. So, it helps to have that third score. We felt like that our sophomore point guard, Ian Sturgeon, would have been that kid this year, but we lost him after the 4th game of the year. With a torn labrum, just had his surgery the other day. So he only played the first 4 games of the year, and it just took a toll on us. So offensively, those two guys are, who we go through. And then defensively, I'm still old school enough that we just play man-to-man most of the time. And these guys have bought into what we want to do. So it'll be pretty basic basketball.
What about your matchup with Paoli tonight?
We don't match up very well. Let's just be honest. A very good basketball team. Watched them play a couple times this year, and you don't go through a season with only 2 losses and not be a very good basketball team. So, everybody talks about Fletcher and how good he is, and obviously he is, but there's a lot of pieces to go with him. So it's not like we can just say we're going to shut down Fletcher and then everything will be okay. No, they've got weapons. So it's a tough matchup for us. And, we'll fill some things out tonight because we know, like you're going to talk about, I'm sure, we're going to see you again next week.
I was going to ask you, as you boil it down, though, Coach, what are the basic things that you do have to do tonight to give yourself a chance to win on the road?
Well, first and foremost, when we've been at our best is when we've limited turnovers. I mean, again, losing our point guard, we've really only had one ball handler, and that's our freshman. And you're asking an awful lot of a freshman to shoulder all that responsibility, and it's taken him a little while to grow into that. But the other night when we won at Salem, our last game, Braxton went through the game he didn't have a single turnover. And so, it was nice to see that. But now I've got other kids that are handling it better. But for us to have a chance at all, talking about keys, we have to limit our turnovers. We've had games where we've had 24 and 25 turnovers, and if we do that tonight, we'll do lucky to keep them under 100. So we've got, first and foremost, we've got to take care of the basketball.
What else is on that list?
Well, we've got to shoot it like we've been starting to shoot it. And then, defensively, we like I said, we know that Fletcher's an extremely good player, but we've got to limit him as much as we can. And then, they can bang it inside. It's just so many things, but we've got to lock down defensively to have a chance. Take care of the basketball, play the type of defense we've been playing recently, and have those shots fall. I mean, I guess everybody needs that to win every game, I guess. But that's plain and simple. That's what we have to do to have a chance.
Line up for your ball club tonight.
We'll start Blake, our singer, at the post or in the middle. Blake Seibert, our senior. We'll have Reese Allen, the other senior. Braxton Bowman, freshman at guard. We'll have Devin Decker, junior, one of the other guards, and then John Lynch will be another forward who's another junior.
And then off your bench?
First couple off the bench, you're looking at Brody Fish will come in as far as a perimeter or a post player type, and then as far as a guard or someone that plays out on the wing, Landon Signs will be the next guy off the bench.
Everybody healthy, ready to go?
Yes, sir. As healthy as we've been all year, so it's kind of nice to finally have. I can fill out a scorebook with all the names. So we're as good as we're going to be right now.
Well, we talked about it earlier, Coach. It's going to be a matchup we're going to see in another few days. So how does that change your approach to tonight, if any at all?
Well, it will to some extent. Obviously, we still want to do all the things that you have to do in a basketball game. But if we've got some things that we want to try, we're not going to show any of that tonight. And there's no big secrets, not some great formula that we think we have, but we've got a couple things that we think we're going to try, but we'll kind of hold off on that until Wednesday. So tonight we'll just basically play a straight up basketball game and just see how it turns out.
Coach Hayes, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Coach John Hayes of Crawford County. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Superburger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Superburger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Superburger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission, to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
The Team OC pregame show continues as head coach Dusty Cole joins us now. Rams at home tonight, senior night, to wrap up regular season play, and a game with some implications, not only for tonight, but maybe next week as well, as the Rams will take on this team in their opening game of sectional on Wednesday. But task at hand tonight will be a win and wrap up conference play. Coach, you put yourself in this situation to run the table with a big win the other night over Mitchell here at home.
Yeah, we've done a pretty good job. We've had some good basketball that we played here, throughout the season, and now it comes down to this game to win the conference. We've done a lot of work on the road. Now we're back at home here, so hopefully we can take care of business.
Oh, we talked about it back in November, Coach, as we got ready for this season. Said, this conference, if you can run the table, yeah, you definitely can win it, but that's just a tough chore and tough thing to pull off here in this PLAC.
Well, it's a really good conference, and it has been, for quite a few years now. We've done a pretty good job. I think if we can happen to win this game here tonight, we've won 6 out of the last 8, I think. But, if you look on the wall out there, we actually have more sectionals than we do conferences. It's tough to win this conference. There's some good teams in the conference. It's just really hard to win on the road sometimes. And like I said, we put ourselves in a pretty good position, so now we just got to finish it off.
Coach, biggest takeaways you had from your Mitchell win on Wednesday?
I thought we played well. That was a good game for us. We ran a lot of different stuff. We just kind of knew there was a lot of people in the building, and we just threw out a lot of different defenses, which we wanted to mix up defenses anyway, so that kind of worked out well for us. But we also ran a lot of different sets on offense. We're at the point in the season where we can run about anything, and it doesn't matter the group we have out there. Early in the season with some new guys and some new faces, kind of depends on who you have and the combinations you have of how you want to play and even things you can do. But at this point in the season, they pretty well know everything, and we can do things on the fly. They adjust pretty well. And I thought we did a nice job of running just a lot of different things with different combinations.
Tonight, the task at hand, Crawford County comes into Chambers Gymnasium. What's your report here on this Wolfpack team?
Well, they're playing their best basketball. There's no doubt about that. They're playing some young guys that didn't have a lot of experience early in the season, and even a couple of juniors that didn't have a lot of experience. And it was just unfortunate. I think maybe the first game or pretty early in the season, they lost their starting point guard, so they've had to adjust to that a little bit. But as they've played, they've gotten better. You can see that on tape. You can see that in their scores. They've won maybe 3 of the last 5 or something like that. So they're playing good basketball. Obviously, a couple kids stand out. The big kid in the middle has hurt us every year. We had a tough time stopping him last year. We got to the half, and I think he had like 15 points and 8 rebounds, and we had to make some adjustments for him last year. But he's played well against us for 2 or 3 years now. Blake's a good player, and he can do some things. He's really hard to match up with because he can step out and shoot the three. He's probably hit maybe the most or the second most threes on the team, but then he can go inside and post you up. He's just a real strong kid with good hands. He moves a little better than you think, but he's a good basketball player, and he's been there before. He's a senior, so we expect him to play well, and then they have a really good freshman. He might be maybe the best freshman we played all season, and we've played some good ones. But he's right there for sure with those kids, and what I like about him is he can play both ends of the floor. He's probably their best defender, which you don't see from these other freshmen we play. They have a good offensive game, but he's way ahead on the defensive end. Plus, just so many things he can do. He can score at all 3 levels. He can get to the rim. He can pull up. He can shoot the three. He's the one that has had to handle the ball for them now when their point guard went down. So he's kind of took that over too. But just kind of look, probably their best shooter, their best ball handler, their best passer. He's just a skilled kid, and we'll have to keep an eye on him. And that's their main scorers. They're getting 15, 16 a game. That's a lot of their points. That's probably 3/4 of their scoring offense. So we'll have to keep an eye on those 2 guys. But they've got some other guys pretty dangerous. They can step out and shoot the three. They're not going to hesitate any. They're going to fire it up there. We got to have a hand up on those guys, and they have some length. When you kind of watch them, we went down to Crawford a couple of times, saw them 2 or 3 different times. They don't look very big until you get down on the floor. But they're starting 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2". So they're pretty big, and that length can give people some problems. They're going to mix up their defenses, probably play a little 3-2, a little man-to-man. So we got to make sure we attack that length too.
Going to ask Coach, offensively, defensively, what do the Rams have to do to win tonight?
Well, we for sure want to get up down the floor. That's a must in this game. We don't feel like they can score very well outside of the 2 kids. There's a couple other kids, they're going to make some shots for sure. But as far as a team getting up to 60 points, that's going to be tough for them. So we want to do that. We want to push the pace. We think we can turn them over a little bit, but and that's nothing against Crawford in particular, but that's what we want to do anyway. We like to push that pace, and we want to get into their bench a little bit. I for sure feel like we have the advantage there. We're going to play a lot of guys tonight, so that's going to be a big difference for us. But that's the main thing, is just kind of to just extend the pressure a little bit. Obviously, that's easier to do when you're putting the ball in the basket, so hopefully we can do that early. But I think that pressure can be big for us.
A little different dynamic tonight, too, Coach. In fact, you're going to turn around and play this team again on Wednesday, so does that change your approach to tonight's matchup?
I don't think it's going to change what we do. I don't know about them. We'll see what they do, but I don't think we're going to change much. We're kind of to the point in the season, and we're just going to do what we do, and it seems like, when you get to this point in the season, a lot of your teams with the better records, that's kind of how they feel. You're going to have to match up for us and make changes for us, but we're just going to do our thing. And then the teams that, kind of have struggled a little bit, they're going to throw some things at you, I think. So we're kind of expecting that. We've seen it here the last probably month of the season or so. We've seen a lot of different defenses. We might see some junk here tonight. That'll be nothing new for us. But I don't know what the plan is, what they're going to do, but we run so many sets, and that makes it hard to look at and hard to get ready for in just a couple days. So we'll probably do everything and see how they do and just how they adjust to what we're doing, and then that'll help us for next time as well.
Line up for your Rams?
We're going to go with the seniors tonight. So we will have Cooper will start for us. He'll be the junior that starts, and then we'll have Hayden and Fletcher as a 3-guard lineup, and then Jackson and Lyden in the middle.
And then off your bench?
Off the bench, we'll bring in all those other guys pretty early. So we'll have Dane, and we'll have Traylon, and we'll have Kirkland, and I don't know if I'm leaving anybody else off or not.
Those guys,
we'll have Chad. All those guys coming early. We'll probably play 9 guys in the first quarter.
Everybody healthy, ready to go?
They are. Dakota's out. He twisted his ankle. Pretty good, the Mitchell game there in the second quarter, I believe. And he only played about 8 or 10 minutes in that game. It doesn't look too bad, but we're going to just kind of play it safe with him and give him a couple more days. So I doubt he plays tonight. He is going to go through warm-ups, and we'll kind of see how he looks during warm-ups, but I doubt he plays tonight.
And, Coach, final game of the regular season, which means it's senior night as well, a chance to honor and hopefully send these guys out with a big win tonight.
Yeah, that just means a lot for the seniors, but also the other guys. That's a time for all the juniors and the sophomores, just to kind of I guess take a back seat for just a little bit and, put those guys up front a little bit. They've got the boards and the posters out, so everybody gets to look at those, and, they'll start for us a little bit. We'll see how they do there, and I can guarantee that bench will be going nuts if any of those guys score.
Coach Cole, as always, thank you for the time and the talk to you and your ball club. Have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach Dusty Colapaoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burgers in town. With our lineups, here's Bert Pedigo.
First off, for the Crawford County Wolfpack and Coach John Hayes, 5-17 record coming into tonight's ball game. They are 1-4 in conference play. They will start this way at the front line with John Lynch and Blake Seibert. Lynch, 6'3", a junior, averages 2 per game. Seibert, 6'4", a senior, averages 14.9. The backcourt, that will consist of Devin Deckard, along with Braxton Bowman and Reese Allen. Decker, 6'2", a junior, averages just less than 2 per game. Bowman, 6 foot, a freshman, averages 14.4. And Reese Allen, he is 6 foot and a senior, averaging 4.9. For the Paoli Rams and Coach Dusty Cole, overall record, 20 wins, 2 losses. They are 5-0 in conference play. They will start this way with the seniors, 4 of them out there to start. Jackson Reynolds at one spot, he's 6 foot, a senior. Blyden Poe, 6'3", a senior. Fletcher Cole, 6 foot, a senior, averaging 22 per game. Hayden Bostock, the other senior, 5'10", averaging half a point. And Cooper Spires will get the other starting spot for Paoli tonight. Your starting lineup, that's been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burgers in town. Paoli in the home white. Crawford County, they're in the traveling brown. And Dave Dedrick will take us through tonight's ball game.
Wolfpack control the tip as the Rams open up in a 2-3 zone. Allen back out to Bowman, top of the key to Seibert. Fakes 3, skip it over on the right side to Lynch. Fakes left, goes right. Cut off before he got to the corner. Skip it out front to Allen. Good ball movement. Decker has it on the left side. Everybody has touched it for Crawford County. Into the lane, drives Bowman. Shot up, and he got it off the glass. A little off balance, but it fell. And the Wolfpack lead at 2-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams have it on the first offensive possession of the night. Crawford going to be in their half-court man-to-man. Bostock goes to Spires, looking down low, out high. Cole, 3 left of the key, up and good, and the Rams are up 3-2, just like they were the other night. And Paoli at the 7:13 mark has a 1-point lead. Set up in their full-court pressure. Allen down the left sideline. There's Spires with the quick hands to knock it out of bounds to the cheer block that's moved over a little bit to the left. We got the pet band rocking here tonight.
Yeah, lots of pet band members. I think some of the Crawford County kids may be sprinkled in with the Paoli kids tonight.
Allen to the left of the key, works it between the circles. Lynch has it, the 6'3" senior to Allen. Allen left of the key against the 2-3 into the corner. Decker fakes, lost it, got it back, gives it up out front. Bowman looking to the left, but comes right. Lynch, high post, gives it in to Decker, kick it out to Allen. Allen to Seibert. Steps back, fakes 3. Now he's going to launch 3 deep in the corner. In and out, no good. Ball tipped around, goes out of bounds. And Spires thought it was going to go off Allen. The official said no, and Crawford will retain possession.
Well, Paoli seniors kind of holding their own at this point in time.
Driving down on the baseline, Bowman has the ball knocked away as he and Bostock meet right there at the edge of the rim. And it's going to be a jump ball.
Never know exactly what you're going to get when you start the seniors on senior night. 3 of them, at least. They don't see a whole lot of action, but just enough to keep them in it.
Fletcher Cole brings it up against the man-to-man, gets the screen out high from Poe, works to the left of the key with the dribble. Seibert is now switched out on him. Goes over to Spires. Spires around the perimeter looking to Bostock to the right of the key. Swing it right back to Fletcher. Gets a screen to the left of the key. Nowhere to go. Hesitation move. Gets inside the arc. Now he turns the corner. Drives baseline. Shot up. Would not roll in. Blocking foul going to be called on the Wolfpack.
And when in doubt, just get it over to Fletcher Cole. Let him go to work. That foul is on Reese Allen. That's his first and team first as well. Paoli will get free throws with Cole stepping up there.
Fletcher hitting 90% on the season. First one's up and good.
He missed one the other night. That's his one miss for the week. That's all he gets.
Get everybody situated now. Put Poe back in the back line of that press with 6:08 to go. Rams lead at 4-2. Second free throw rattles around, spins in and out, no good, and Seibert has the rebound. Rams stay in their 2-2-1 full-court pressure. Bowman down the right sideline, bobbled by Lynch on the baseline to Seibert. Right side, dribbles in the ball, tipped away by Poe, stolen out of there. Quickly the other way is Spires. Spires doesn't have numbers, will slow it up and give it out front to Cole. Near the spike line, Fletcher with the dribble, pulls it out to the left side, steps back, launches three, and it's good. He's got two of them, and it's 7 points on the night for Fletcher Cole, all 7 of the Rams, with 5:39 to go, up by a handful. Bowman in the backcourt, and he traveled. Rams pressure caused the hesitation. That's turnover number 2 on Crawford County.
Substitutions for Paoli. 3 of those seniors come out. They get the standing ovation as they come out. Good minutes there. And Paoli will get the ball back, leading it 7-2. You've got Minton along with Sullivan and Dane Padgett checking in.
Crawford, as the Rams have their traditional starters in there now with the 5:35 mark, up by 5. Spires works it up to the right of the key, looking down low. Still needs some help. Finally spins around and gives it off to Cole. Fletcher at the spike line between the circles. Steps back. Another three going to be up and good. He's 3 out of 3 to start this ball game from deep.
He's got 10.
10-2, the Rams on top. Full-court pressure. 2-2-1. Allen in the backcourt. Into the double team. Comes right side to Decker. Decker head to Seibert. Back to Decker. Decker on the right corner looking. Pass deflected by Cole. Loose. Knocked away. Stolen by Padgett. Dane the other way, 2-on-1, going to take it all the way in, tried to dunk it, comes up a little bit short on that, and the rebound pulled down by Bowman. Bowman between the double team, gets it in, pulls up, free throw line jumper, and he banked it in. Second basket for Braxton Bowman in transition, making it a 10-4 ball game. Quickly Cole into the offensive end for Paoli. Gets a screen out high from Sullivan. Fletcher between the legs dribble. As Seibert has drawn the assignment, so far he's been able to step back and shoot over Seibert at 6'4". High post, it goes to Minton over to Cole. Cole down low, but the ball knocked away. Allen comes up with the steal. He made a nice play jumping in front on that low post feed down to Chad Sullivan. Rams up by 6, Crawford County basketball, 4:20 and counting here in the first quarter of play. Rams go to their man-to-man with the starters in there. Between the circles, Lynch has it. Gets a screen, steps back, didn't take that shot to Seibert. Now he will launch 3 right of the key. It's up and good. Blake Seibert gets his first basket of the night, and timeout going to be taken by Coach Dusty Cole. 10-7, Rams on top. 4:04 to go in the first quarter of play. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
About halfway through quarter number 1. Decent enough start for both Paoli and Crawford County. Paoli getting points, to say the least, out of Fletcher Cole. He's got all 10 of the Paoli points. 3 made threes along with a free throw.
Rams work out of the timeout. Padgett swinging right back to Cole to the right of the key. Set down low to Spires on the left wing. Spires with the dribble, takes it right around the arc, stops the top of the key, hands it off to Minton. Minton can't use the screen, bounce pass to Padgett on the left side. Dane with the basketball will give it off to Cole. Cole works one-on-one out, driving in on Lynch, kick it back to Minton. He gets to the free throw line, shovels it off to Spires. He reverses it. Little shovel pass back now to Minton as the Rams give it off to Cole. Another 3 left of the key, and he's dialed in tonight.
He's got 13 already.
And that's the Rams' lead by 6, and the ball fumbled and stolen in the backcourt. Allen couldn't handle it. Spires comes up with it. Cole, another 3, and he got it, and a foul. And he'll have a 4-point play opportunity as Fletcher Cole just can't miss to start this ball game.
It's going to be one of those nights for Fletcher. He is now 5 out of 5 from three-point range, and we've still got 3:18 to go in the first quarter.
And he'll have a 4-point play opportunity.
That foul on Decker, his first and team second.
Rams able to take advantage of that turnover as Fletcher will step back up to the free throw line. It's up. It's too hard, no good. Sullivan had the rebound, lost it, couldn't hold on to it. And finally, Allen comes down with it for the Pack. He'll bring it up with the dribble against the Rams man-to-man. Allen crosses over, guarded by Sullivan. Give it off to Lynch on the right wing. Down low to Seibert on the baseline. Picked up by Padgett. Backing him in with the dribble. Kick it out to Allen to the right of the key. Allen as Crawford spreads it around the arc. Nicholas stolen by Spire. Seibert saves it. Down low to Decker on the baseline left side. His cross-court pass comes to Bowman. Spin move in the lane. Shot up over Mitten. It's up off the back of the rim. No good. All Rams underneath. Sullivan to Cole. Fletcher brings it up with the dribble. Starting to feel it. Pulls up. And from the spike line, his shot rims in and out. No good. His first miss of the night. Seibert has the rebound. They'll give it off to Lynch in the backcourt, and he'll bring it up with the dribble. 2:30 to go. Rams up 16-7. First quarter of play. Reese Allen dribbles down inside the arc on the left wing. Got into a double team. There's contact and a foul going to be called.
See who they're going to stick that foul on. It's going on Paoli. Looks like it's going to go on Chad Sullivan, 32. That's going to be his first and team first as well. No free throws to be taken. Crawford County will inbound to the left of their bucket.
Bowman had it, bobbled it as Mitten got a hand on it. It goes off of Bowman's leg out of bounds, and the Rams will get it on the 5th turnover of the night.
That's just going to be a tough matchup for Crawford County. If they're going to put Traylon Minton on Bowman just a freshman, Minton a very physical junior, it's just going to be a tough night for him.
On the left side, Kirkland Hughes has the basketball. His pass is deflected. Sullivan can't hold on to it, and Seibert comes up with the loose turnover. Rams turn it right back over. Lynch will bring it up across the timeline. Bounce pass, about knocked away. Bowman kind of bobbled it off his chin, got it back, dribbles into the arc, got into the corner, and a double team, and right there is Mitten. And Traylon just trying to gauge how much contact he will let go, and now he knows what the limits are.
Yeah, not going to let that much go. He reached in, got him across the arm. That foul on Traylon is his first and team second. Give it over to Crawford County right in front of the Paoli bench.
Reese Allen will trigger it in right at the end of the bench. Rams stay in there man-to-man. Give it up to Bowman. Fakes three, top of the key, dribbles into the elbow. Stopped on the baseline, dishes it off to Decker. One dribble right side, shot off the heel of the rim, bounces twice, no good. Kirkland used the rebound, but stolen by Allen. He dribbles in on Hughes, kick it out in the corner to Bowman. Bowman will bring it out with the dribble, reverses it to Allen on the baseline. Fired out front. Lynch loads up three. Right at the key is good. John Lynch, first three of the night, 16-10, with 1:35 to go. A lot of points scored here by both teams, particularly Crawford County only averages 40 per game. Out front, Fletcher Cole give it off to the Hughes. Kirkland with the dribble comes left side of the key to Spires. Spires against the man-to-man, work it over to Cole. Cole takes it to the top of the key, hesitation move, give it off to Padgett, swing it right side. Spires three on the way off the mark, no good. Tipped around, Padgett has it, one dribble, little turnaround shot in the lane, up and good for Dane, his first two. Make it an 18-10 Rams lead. Full court pressure, Allen in the backcourt, cross the timeline to Decker. He'll swing it right side. Seibert losses a three out of the corner, no good. Spires the rebound for Paoli. Pushes up left side. Cole going to step back. Three from the left side, back of the rim, no good. Rebound Chad Sullivan, up and good over Seibert. Sullivan, his first two of the night, and the Rams have a 10-point lead. Bowman, double team in the backcourt against the Rams press, the diamond press, into the middle. Give it off to Allen. He'll back it out. Fired across the timeline to Bowman. Bowman dribbles inside the arc. Now will pull it back out with 33 seconds to go. Left side Lynch, bounce pass to Seibert. Seibert fires it out front to Bowman. Picked up by Hughes on this defensive switch. Bowman takes it around the corner, drives baseline, shot partially blocked. It's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Crawford County. Padgett came up and came down limping a bit. Rams cannot afford to have any more injuries.
It seems like every game now, one of the Paoli boys is coming out with a limp. A couple of games ago, it was Kirkland Hughes. Last game, it was Dakota Apple, who probably won't play tonight. And tonight, is Dane Padgett limping off the court.
Rams make a quick substitution. Bostock in, and going out will be Cole for the final 20 seconds. High pass comes out front to Lynch to the left of the key. Jackson Reynolds in as well for Paoli. Lynch used it up. Here's Decker at the high post. Give it off Lynch. A long three, left side, bottom of the net. So John Lynch has hit a couple of threes to make it 20-13 with 5 seconds to go. Rams got to push it up, fire it down low, and Sullivan can't hold on to the hot pass from Bostock. It goes out of bounds with 1.2 seconds to go, and that's 4 turnovers on Paoli in this quarter.
Yeah, Crawford County, they're hanging around, just down by 7 right now.
They're going to throw it in, and Rams smartly just let it go out of bounds, which means they will get it underneath their bucket on the baseline.
Yeah, nobody touched it inbounds. It goes out of bounds, so you take it back to the place where they tried to inbound the first time, and that means Paoli's got 1.2 seconds. Enough time for a catch and shoot, see if maybe they try to lob something up. Get it up high for Sullivan.
Spires will be the honor man, trigger it in, looking, and a nice play on the inbounds by Bowman to touch it and knock it out of bounds. Just 0.2 of a second is all that is left, so not much you can do there, if anything at all. Spires looking, comes into Mitten, and he'll try and catch and shoot, but it'll not count. And that'll be the first quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams on top, 20-13. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Fletcher Cole with a hot hand to get the Rams out to the early lead, and Paoli able to get it up and down the court a little bit faster pace as we start this second period. Rams will go Traylon Mitten, Cooper Spires, Fletcher Cole, Jackson Reynolds, and Chad Sullivan. While for Crawford, they'll go with their starting five of John Lynch, Blake Seibert, Devin Decker, Braxton Bowman, and Reese Allen.
Paoli shoots 7 of the 11 in the first quarter, 64%, including 5 out of 8 on threes. Crawford County, 5 of 10 overall, 50%.
Another long three by Lynch, this time the right side, no good. Rebound by Sullivan. Fletcher Cole brings it up with the dribble, kick it out in the corner left side to Reynolds, dump it down low in the lane, bobble, but Chad gets it back, works left side in the low post, off the glass, and good. 4 on the night for Chad, 22-13, Rams up by 9 against the full court pressure. Allen in the backcourt, takes it all the way to the rim, some contact, put it up, shot would not go, as Reynolds got there and could not take the charge. Instead, Jackson will be called for the block.
A foul on Reynolds. That will be his first and team first of the quarter. Mentioned Crawford County shooting 50% overall at 5 of 10 figure. They were 3 out of 5 on their three-point try, so they start off shooting it well from beyond the arc.
And the team hit 27% beyond the arc coming in. Allen's first free throw up and good, a 63% free throw shooter, his first point of the night. Substitution, the first of the night for the Wolfpack. It'll be number 44, Brody Fish, 6'3", and a junior. He'll replace Devin Decker in the lineup for the Wolfpack. Allen, the 6-foot senior guard, shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. Sullivan, another rebound for Paoli. Cooper Spires will bring it up across the timeline with the dribble, veers to the right side, give it off to Fletcher Cole. Cole on the wing, looks for cutters to go by, takes it with the dribble, takes it down the lane, stops, free throw line jumper, short, no good. Rebound by Seibert on a nice play to shovel it back into his teammate Reese Allen. He'll give it off to Bowman. Freshman brings it up with the dribble, guarded by Mitten. Pass out front, knocked away, stolen by Cole. Fletcher 2-on-1, drives, a crossover step in front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Traylon Mitten, he put it up, no good. However, he is fouled as he goes to the floor.
No, jump ball's going to be called.
All right.
Surprising, but jump ball called. This one, it does favor Paoli, so they'll at least keep the basketball.
Defender got on top of it, the official says. As Paoli has it to the right of the basket, Spire's going to lob it into Sullivan, turns right back into the lane. A little two-footer up by Chad is good. He's got 6. And it's back up to a 10-point lead. Full court pressure. Bowman in the backcourt for Crawford County. Lob it ahead right side to Lynch, who's had a big first half. Seibert can't hold on to it because Chad Sullivan got a fingertip on it to deflect it out of bounds.
Substitution for Paoli. Justin Thornton will see his first action of the night, and Jackson Reynolds will go to the Paoli bench. Tell you, Thornton, he's one that had a very good year on the JV team and getting some time tonight.
Now the three left corner, no good by Lynch. Rebound pulled down by Cole. Fletcher takes it up with the dribble. Bounce pass head to Sullivan, drives left side, laid it up and in. The Rams in transition. Sullivan with 8, 26-14 with 6:30 to go in the first half of play. Full court pressure. Seibert can't hold on to it. It goes off his fingertips out of bounds. That will be turnover number 8 against the Pack. And the Rams look to take advantage of it with a 12-point lead.
Paoli getting into a little better rhythm this quarter. Started with the seniors. That just kind of throws everybody out of whack. You're not used to coming off of the bench, but now second quarter comes along, Paoli getting more into a rhythm, and Chad Sullivan benefiting from that. He's got all 6 of Paoli's points so far in this quarter.
Landon Sines comes in for the Pack in the lane. Here's Sullivan turning in, and he put it up and good over Fish. 10 already for Chad. And it's 28-14, full court pressure. Bowman in the backcourt, takes it down the left sideline, gets it into the offensive end, kick it out in the corner, down low. Allen's pass is too hard, but finally tracked down by Fish on the opposite corner. Back out to Lynch, another 3, back of the rim, no good. Tipped around, Mitten the rebound for Paoli. Lob it ahead to Fletcher. Cole into the offensive end, stops along 2, left to the free throw line, no good. Rebound coming down with it is Traylon Mitten as he and Bowman get tangled up with their arms together. A jump ball called, and it will be alternating possession over to the Wolfpack.
Substitution for Crawford County, Ricky Mishkiel. He will check in his first action of the night.
He's 5'11" and a sophomore. He's coming off an injury as well. Coach Hayes going to his bench, but on the inbound pass, a steal and score by Cooper Spires just to the right of the basket. As the Rams another turnover and points. Bowman down the left side, knocked away, stolen. Here comes Cole the other way. Cole hesitation, drives left side, scoop shot up off the glass and good. Fletcher another 2.
He's got 18.
It's 32-14 in favor of Paoli with 5:30 to go in the first half of play. Rams getting the pace they want. Near steal in the backcourt. Fish saves it. He'll lob it up ahead. Bringing it into the front court is Richardson, Sines, who checked in at the last break. His pass is going to be deflected out of bounds in front of the Rams bench.
Paoli being especially aggressive in their man-to-man. Going to have a substitution as Kirkland Hughes will come in, and Fletcher Cole will go out. Fletcher had 16 points, and I think it was, the first 16 for Paoli.
32-14 Rams on top as everybody's jockeying for position.
The freshman Bowman doesn't like what Minton is doing, kind of leaning on him before the ball comes in. They'll explain things to him, get them separated. Now we're ready to go.
It comes into Bowman. He'll swing it left side to Allen. A smaller lineup right now in there as Mishkiel had it over to Bowman, and a foul going to be called on Mitten.
A foul on Traylon Minton. That's going to be his second and team second of the quarter as well. Mentioned that Dane Padgett went out with a sprained ankle a little while ago. He has not returned to the Paoli bench. That might be part of the reason why Justin Thornton is in there, and he and Jackson Reynolds will likely rotate in that spot for a while.
Ian Sullivan checks in, the 5'11" sophomore in the backcourt. Allen has it. Rams drop back into a 1-2-2 zone. Into the corner, Fish has it. The ball tipped away. Allen comes out of there with it. Kick it out to Bowman. Fakes 3. Hesitation move down the lane. Puts up a runner. It goes in off the glass and good. But will the foul be called before the shot or not?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to go on Ian Sullivan. They say he got him across the arm. That's going to be the first on Ian and third on Paoli as a team. So give it over to Crawford County. They'll go to the left of their bucket. Looks like Reese Allen will be the one to trigger it in.
Rams go man-to-man. Inbounds pass comes to Fish. Goes right back to Allen. Knocked away, stolen by Hughes. And as he makes his way down the sideline, he was grabbed as Allen tried to slow him up going down as the Rams wanted again to get out and run.
And they're going to put that foul actually on Brody Fish, 44 instead. He was over there in the vicinity. He was the one grabbing a hold. That's his first and team first as well.
Devin Decker back in, replacing Brody Fish in the Crawford County lineup. 4:53 to go. Rams up 32-14 here in the second quarter of play. Spires jump pass goes to Thornton to the right of the key at the high post. Justin give it off to Spires. Spires to the left of the key to Sullivan. Ian with the basketball, pass it out front to Hughes. Hughes looking around down low, nobody open. Looks to see if they can set up Sullivan. It's being Chad in the low post. Here's Kirkland Hughes, steps back, three up and good from the right of the key. His first three of the night. 35-14 as Rams knocking down threes on a regular clip here in this ball game. Final game of the regular season, looking to go undefeated in conference play. Across the timeline, Miskeel. He'll give it up out front to Allen, working on the right side to Bowman. Bowman picked up by Spires on that part of the 1-2-2 zone. Work it left side. Miskeel out front to Allen. Allen, as Seibert's checked back in, has it at the high post. Fires it over to Bowman on the right side. Fakes right, goes left. Pull-up jumper and a double team, no good. All Rams underneath. Chad Sullivan the rebound. He'll give it off to Spires and over to Kirkland Hughes. Hughes drop it down low in the lane. Spinning down the lane, nowhere for Chad to go. He fired it out front to Kirkland Hughes, but before that pass was made, a foul going to be called in the lane on the pack.
And that foul is going to go on 24, Reese Allen. That's going to be his second, team second as well. Substitution for Paoli. Fletcher Cole will come back in. Justin Thornton to the Paoli bench. And it looks like John Lynch checking in for Crawford County as well, and Allen goes out.
Fletcher will throw it into the right of the basket on the baseline. Rams line up four cross, lob it in to Spires at the free throw line. Swing it left side to Hughes quickly down. Here's Chad Sullivan driving, laid it up and good from contact, still got it to go.
He's got 12.
And I think he might be perfect from the field.
Yes, he is.
37-14, Rams on top. Nearly 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Lynch across the timeline into the corner, work it over to Miskeel. Out front to Seibert, down the lane he drives, and as he got into a double team down low, Fletcher Cole converged along with Kirkland Hughes, and the official will get a chance to choose between one of those players.
And that foul is going to go on Cole. That'll be his first, team fourth, but free throws to be taken by Seibert. Made a three in the first quarter, big quiet sense.
First one is up and good. He's got 4 on the night. Best free throw shooter on this team at 72%. As Chad will come out and Justin Thornton will re-enter the lineup for Paoli.
That ends a 4-minute scoreless drought for Crawford County. They hadn't scored since the 7:34 mark.
Second free throw, in and out, no good. Thornton pulls down the rebound for Paoli. Fletcher Cole looks over to the bench, gets some instructions to Spires, let him run the point, swing it left side to Sullivan. This is Ian. Over to Hughes, right of the key to Spires. Working against the man-to-man defense off the screen. Cole did not take the three. Fletcher will pull it back. Hughes to the left of the key, fired out front in the center circle. That's Fletcher Cole with the dribble, working one-on-one. Down the lane he goes. Pull-up elbow jumper, left side, back of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around, and Hughes comes out of there with it. He'll reset it for the Rams. Second chance opportunity. Fletcher Cole works it to the right of the key. Fakes the screen, now reverses, jump stop in the lane. Trying to get it out to Hughes, he does. Fake three. One dribble, pulling back. Hughes launches three now. No good. Seibert has the rebound. Working in the backcourt. Give it off to Bowman. Bowman across the timeline as the Rams retreat. Back to their zone defense. Swing it in the corner. Lynch down to Seibert in the lane. Here comes Thornton around the side. Got a hand on it, but also got a lot of body on Seibert. In fact, enough to knock him to the floor, and Justin will be called for the foul.
Yeah, just that half second late getting there for the clean deflection. That foul on Thornton is going to be his first. Team foul number 5 of the quarter, so that will result in free throws as Seibert will step up there. He's 1 out of 2 from the line so far tonight.
First one is up in front of the rim, dances off there a couple of times before it falls off. Chad back in, Justin will come out.
And Crawford County leaving a few points at the line right now, 2 out of 5 so far in this quarter. Yeah, some questions for the official. They call him over to the scorer's table, making sure, I guess, who the foul was on.
Well, it's definitely on Thornton. There was no doubt about that. I don't know. I didn't see what number he put up, though.
Are they saying something's on Chad Sullivan's jersey, maybe? They're going to bring him over as if there's a spot of blood or something on the jersey.
Have a spotted at the scorer's table.
Yeah.
Bill Johnson able to see that, so Justin will be able to re-enter the lineup. And Justin gets told, young man, let's tuck that jersey in. Show some style and fashion here tonight.
Yeah, he was just sitting on the bench, going to get comfortable and enjoy the ball game.
Seibert back at the line. Rams up 37-15, 2:36 to go first half. Second free throw by Seibert up and good. He's got 5 for the Wolfpack. Rams will walk it up with Cooper Spires. Crawford County going to stay in their half-court man-to-man defense. Lob it down low in the lane. Setting up is Fletcher Cole in the low post. They run a double team at it. Gets it to Sullivan. And as Ian makes his way to the basket, he got a little forearm shiver in the back and slid into the floor. However, and I believe they're going to say that he was in the act of shooting, and that will put Ian at the free throw line.
That foul is going to go on Braxton Bowman. That's going to be his first and team third, and it will put Ian Sullivan to the free throw line.
Ian just a 50% free throw shooter, at least at the varsity level, and his first one's up, back of the rim, too hard, no good. Keeps the score at 37-16, and speaking of the JV, they easily won tonight, 62-23. And Coach Aaron Key's team finished with an impressive 18-2 season. Second free throw by Ian. It's too hard, no good. Rebound pulled down by Thornton. Kick it out. Down the lane goes Cole on the pass from a fire shot, rimmed in and out, no good. But Ian Sullivan with the offensive rebound on the right side, laid it up and in. His first two of the night. Under 2 minutes to go, Rams up 39-16 against the press. In the middle, Decker has the ball knocked away. Sullivan over there fighting for it. And a reach-in foul instead of a jump ball, much to the chagrin of the Ram cheer block where all of that action unfolded.
Just make sure it is on 24 in white. That is Ian Sullivan, his second. Paoli already over the limit as far as number of fouls. And that will put Decker to the free throw line. His first trip to the line tonight. He has not scored yet.
56% free throw shooter on the season. First one's going to be short, no good. As Chad Sullivan gets ready to come in and replaces Ian in the lineup. 1:51 to go. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams out in front, 39-16, as they got off to a hot start here in this ball game with 3-point shooting in the first quarter. The next one by Decker, it's going to be up and good. Decker gets his first point of the game. And Paoli with a minute 50, again, very deliberately will bring it up. Cooper Spires running the point. Rams go to the double high post set. Get a screen on the right side from Hughes. Off the screen. Cole over to Hughes. Three from the left wing by Kirkland. Way off the mark. No good. Rebound Justin Thornton in the lane. One power dribble back up and good. First two of the night for Justin. 41-17 into the middle. Lynch gives it to the trailer. Bowman back to Lynch. Between the circles. On a long three left side. Way off the mark. No good by Mishkel. And the rebound comes out of there with Cooper Spires. Behind the back dribble, pushes it up, give it back to Cole. Fletcher had the hot hand to start this game. Looking down low, trying to set up Sullivan. Lob pass in, gets by the defender, laid it up and good. Nice entry pass, another assist. And Sullivan with 14 on the night, 43-17. And the ball thrown away by Lynch into the Ram cheer block across the way. And that will be a dozen turnovers on Crawford County here in this first half.
Took me a second to add up the points for Chad Sullivan. It's because he has not missed a shot yet tonight. 7 out of 7. It takes a while to count up to 7. He's made 6 out of 6 in this quarter alone.
If the Rams will hold for one as we roll under the 1 minute mark of this first half of play. Fletcher Cole at the spike line. Hesitation move down the lane. Pulls it back out. Now he turnaround jumper from the left elbow. It is no good. Thornton tries to keep it alive. Knocks it on the floor. Lynch has it. Outlet pass to Bowman. Bowman drives in on a couple of defenders. Blocked out of there by Thornton. As the Rams get back and guard the rim in transition, it'll be Wolfpack basketball.
Kind of play that you'll get out of Justin Thornton. He's an athletic young man, can get up and down the court, can block shots, rebound, and he's aggressive enough to get his own shot on the offensive end.
Rams going the man-to-man on the inbounds play. Bounce pass out high to Seibert, fakes three, and as he tried to make his move, he will be called for a travel, which will give the Rams another shot at it before intermission.
And now they may think about holding for that last shot of the half. Tell you, Fletcher, he came out, didn't miss anything to begin with, but he struggled in this quarter. I think it's all twos this quarter. Maybe he needs to get back behind the line and shoot from there.
Rams pull it out. Everybody up beyond the arc with 22 seconds to go. Hughes the Spires to the right of the key. Crawford stays in their half-court man-to-man to Thornton. He'll give it off to Fletcher Cole near the 10-second line with 13. Rams will now reset. Like they want to overload that right side. Cleared out in the corner. Down the lane goes Fletcher into the corner. Three by Hughes. Up and good. As the defense came over to help, and Kirkland Hughes makes them pay. Three-quarter court shot by Lynch is way off the mark. No good. And that's a very good first half of play for the Paoli Rams as they look to wrap up the PLAC championship tonight. First half here on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli out in front, 46-17. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Time rolls on and change happens, but some things remain the same. Banks send their profits to stockholders, and credit unions share profits with members and their local communities. The difference seems simple, but the effect is huge. Since 2021, Hoosier Hills Credit Union has donated over $500,000 to nonprofits, scholarships, athletic programs, and community foundations across central and southern Indiana. We're proud to give back to our local communities. If you'd like to bank local and build our community together, visit HoosierHills.com and join us today.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Rams a big lead here at the half, 46-17 as we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. We did have one lead change, believe it or not, in this ball game. Crawford scored the first 2 points of the night on a basket by Braxton Bowman. That was short-lived because 20 seconds later, Fletcher Cole hit his first three-pointer of the night, and the Rams were up 3-2 and were off and running for the rest of this first half as Fletcher Cole scored the first 16 points of this game for Paoli. That occurred at the 3:18 mark, and that made it 16-7 as the Rams able to finally get Chad Sullivan involved right there at the end of the first quarter, and it was 20-13. Paoli comes out. They score the first basket of that quarter, that being Chad Sullivan to make it 22-13. One of two at the free throw line by Reese Allen at the 7:34 mark made it 22-14. Then Chad Sullivan went to work as he was a big part of a 15-0 run by the Rams that the lead went from 22-14 to 37-14 at the 3:42 mark. And finally, a free throw by Blake Seibert at that point of the ball game ended a drought of almost 4 minutes. In fact, a little over 4 minutes. And the Rams, by that point, were up 37-14. Paoli kept it on there as they were able to close out this first half on a 7-0 run, and it extended that lead out to 46-17 here at the half. Taking a look at rebounding, Rams comfortably out in front on that statistic as well. Paoli with 17 rebounds. 7 of those have come on the offensive end. In fact, that ties the total number of rebounds that Crawford County has in the first half, as Crawford County's 7 boards. No offensive opportunities, though, for the Wolfpack. The Rams came out. They kind of struggled taking care of the basketball early, committed some early turnovers in the first quarter, but then really closed that down, and in fact only end up with 4 turnovers here at the half. While for Crawford County, one stat Coach Hayes said we cannot have tonight. That's a lot of turnovers. And for the Wolfpack, they have had 13 miscues in the first 2 quarters of play. As we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, Bert Pedigo will join us. Take a look at team and individual statistics. Rams are on top, 46-17 at half. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, 2 quarters in the books, and right now the home crowd here at Paoli enjoying the way things are going. 46-17 is your halftime score. As the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we take a look at stats from first half action. Let's look at shooting percentages. First off, Paoli shoots it very well, 61% overall, 19 out of 31 for the ball game. Started 7 of 11. And then went 12 out of 20 in the second quarter of play. Included in that 19 of 31 overall figure is 7 out of 12 three-point shooting for Paoli, 58% there. The one place that Paoli needs to work on, evidently, is at the free throw line. Just 1 out of 5 in that first half of play for 20%. As far as Crawford County is concerned, they get about half as many shots as what Paoli did. 5 of 16 is what Crawford County shoots in the first half, 31%. They were 0 for 6 in that second quarter of play after they made 5 of 10 in the first quarter. Included in that 5 of 16 overall figure is a 3 out of 8 three-point shooting, 38% there, and they were 4 out of 8 from the free throw line, all of those attempts in the second quarter of play. 46-17, that is your halftime score. Paoli is out in front. We'll take a break, and when the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be taking a look at individual scoring from first half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Well, we are at the half right now. The Paoli Rams, they are out in front of the Wolfpack of Crawford County. Your score at 46-17. Whitfield Investments halftime report continues as we take a look at individual scoring from first half action. Story of quarters, more or less, as far as who was scoring for Paoli in that first half. In the first quarter, it was Fletcher Cole doing the damage. He had 16 of his 18 in the first quarter of play. Chad Sullivan, he's also in double figures. He had 12 of his 14 in the second quarter of play, so he's next on the hit parade with 14. Then Kirkland Hughes, he's got 6 on a couple of made threes. Then 2 points apiece for Cooper Spires, Dane Padgett, Ian Sullivan, and for Justin Thornton. As far as Crawford County is concerned, John Lynch leads the way. He made a couple of threes in the first quarter. He's got 6 points. Then 5 points for Blake Seibert, 4 for Braxton Bowman, and a single point for Devin Decker and for Reese Allen. Scores by the quarters. After one, Paoli was up 20-13. Second quarter, that was a huge quarter for Paoli as they won it 26-4. Now we wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. We'll get one more break in, and we'll get you ready to go with second half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Rams get the ball to start the half. Hughes launches a three that missed. The ball batted around. Finally, Allen comes out of there with it for Crawford County. Allen bobbled it, got it back, gives it off to Bowman. Bowman to Allen between the circles. Lynch, Seibert, Decker, Bowman, and Allen, the five out there for Crawford County. Lob it down low to Seibert on the baseline, picked up by Chad Sullivan. Fires it back out to Allen. Rams in their half-court man-to-man. Traylon Mitten, Chad Sullivan, Fletcher Cole. Spin moved down the lane by Bowman at Crawford County. Shot off the heel of the rim, no good. Tipped around. Mitten the rebound for Paoli. Rush it up the left side to Hughes. Hughes looking down low, feed it in. The ball tipped away by Seibert on a nice play, and Allen comes up with the steal. And then in the backcourt, Allen will be called for a double dribble.
Yeah, the official from behind. I thought maybe last possession he got away with that, and he did. This time, the official says, nope, saw it that time. They're going to turn it over, give it back over to Paoli.
Rams will get it on the 14th turnover of the night, the first in this half against the Pack. As Paoli sets it up against the man-to-man. That's what Coach Hayes said he would use all night long. If he's going to throw any junk defense or anything special, that'll come on Wednesday night. Down low on the sideline, Hughes back out to Mitten. Traylon drives down the lane. A nice soft running touch off the glass and good in front of the rim. His first two of the night makes it 48-17. Rams stay in their full court pressure. Pick up more in a half court now. Backing up is Lynch. Give it off to Allen. Yet to get across the timeline, and Coach Hughes is going to have to take a timeout to save a 10-second count. 48-17, Rams on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
An early timeout in the third quarter for Crawford County. Coach John Hayes, he didn't like the way things were developing and took the timeout. His team trailing it 48-17. Paoli off to a decent enough start to start this third quarter. Good student section across the way. I think it's senior citizens night because a lot of those kids are kind of dressed like what I usually see around the house.
Out of the timeout, we'll see what the Wolfpack want to do. Rams drop back into their half-court man-to-man. Allen to the right of the key to Decker in the corner. Decker looking down low, tried to feed Seibert, but way off the mark, stolen away by Sullivan. Mitten pushes up to Cole. Fletcher deep in the left corner. Spin move down the lane, backing in on Allen. Fired out front to Mitten. He had to climb the ladder to get that one to keep it from going in the backcourt. And the Rams will slow it up and reset here in the half court. Fires looking right side, instead goes left side to Mitten. Mitten gets a screen from Sullivan, takes it to the right of the key, lob it down low in the lane, and Chad going to be called for a push.
Yeah, he leaned into him just as that pass was being delivered. The off official over here saw it. Same angle that I had. You could see it's just a matter of if somebody was going to call it. That foul on Sullivan is his second and team first of the quarter.
Pass deflected in the backcourt by Kirkland Hughes up into the second row as we played nearly 2 minutes on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard in this third quarter. Rams up comfortably 48-17. Half-court trap in the middle, give it off to Decker. He'll feed it over to Bowman, steps into three, right of the key, back of the rim, no good. Cole has the rebound for Paoli as they continue to dominate the glass here tonight. Cole brings it into the offensive end, gets a screen from Sullivan. Hesitation move into the corner to Mitten, left side. Mitten looking down low as he's got Allen in the mismatch. Hughes going to load up three, left of the key, no good. Tipped around, Seibert couldn't hold on to it. It falls right in the hands of Chad Sullivan, who laid it up and in.
He's got 16.
50-17 down the sideline. As Bowman tried to throw it off Coley, couldn't do it. Stole it away. Hughes fakes the pass, drives lane, left side, no good. Ball tipped around, right back to Cole. A short corner jumper, left side, no good. Ball tipped around out of there. And finally Lynch. Lead pass to Bowman. Bowman going to drive, put it up short, no good. And finally cleared out of there by Mitten for Paoli. Give it off. Down the lane goes Traylon. A little fadeaway shot off the glass, no good. And Allen has the rebound for Crawford County. He quickly brings it up the other way. Seibert slow to get up. Allen puts it up in traffic, no good. And finally coming down with the rebound is Cooper Spires. And Seibert, I don't know if he banged the knee when he went to the floor, and he's limping, and he'll be taken out of the ball game.
Yeah, just kind of grasping at it. Took an awkward fall or at a different angle and just kind of banged the knee. He'll eventually, I think, be able to shake that one off.
Rams have Hayden Bostock ready to check back in as Spires will get a break again. Have not seen Dane Padgett since he went out in that first half with some type of a leg injury, and the Rams already short-handed with Dakota Apple out with an ankle injury.
I finally see him.
I do too.
He's tucked right down here in the corner. You can barely see him for the crowd.
Here's Cole spinning in the lane, fade away from 10 feet, up and good. 20 on the night for Fletcher, 52-17. 4:35 to go here in the game. It up to that 35-point margin. So I have a running clock here. 4.5 to go. Here's Decker driving in on Mitten. Stops, puts up a little 5-footer, up and good. Devin Decker's first basket gives him 3 on the night. 52-19. Cole to the left of the key to Mitten on the left wing. Mitten looking down low, trying to post up Sullivan. Instead, lob it over the top to Fletcher. Cole with the jab step, now goes back to the left, pulls it back out with the dribble, sets it up, hesitation move, kick it out. Here's Kirkland Hughes loading up three, left side spin, in and out, no good. Lynch the rebound for Crawford. He'll let some traffic clear, and we'll give it off to Reese Allen. 3:50 and counting in the third quarter. Rams up 52-19 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Out high, Lynch to the left of the key, looking, fires into the high post, Fish bobbled it, got it back to Bowman, and as he makes his move, there's Hayden Bostock, the senior, to stand in and take the contact.
Yeah, stood in, took the contact, got the foul against Crawford County. That foul is going to be, was that on Bowman? Haven't put it up on the board just yet. It's going to be his second and team first.
Rams will get it as Hughes will come out, Spires back in, as Crawford also will make a move and put Mishkeel back in as well, number 10. Left side, Spires feeds it down low in the lane. Here's Chad Sullivan turning to the baseline, put up a short jumper, soft touch off the glass and good.
Still perfect on the night. He's got 18 points.
54-19 with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play here at Chambers Gymnasium. As the Rams looking to lock up a conference championship here tonight. Down low on the baseline, Mishkeel's shot comes up short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sullivan. Spires quickly up to Cole, going to launch three, left side way off the mark, no good. Falls right into the hands of Lynch. He'll bring it out with the dribble, lob it up ahead to Allen. Allen hits the trailer, that's Lynch. Lynch fires it over to Mishkeel. Mishkeel to Lynch as Crawford works against the Rams man-to-man. Out high, bobbled by Bowman in the backcourt, and once again, there's the pressure of Traylon Mitten to create that turnover.
See if we don't see the seniors a little bit more throughout the rest of this ball game. One of them, Jackson Reynolds, will check in, so you've got three of the seniors in there. We'll get Lyden Poe up off the bench here in a bit, too.
Now Blake Seibert, who went down hard, went to the trainer's room. Looks like he's okay as he's walking back. It looks with no problem. Rams with 2 minutes to go, lead at 54-19. Out high, Cooper Spires with the basketball, looking down low to Reynolds. Reynolds backing in, nowhere to go, back to Spires, down the lane. Cooper puts up a runner from 15. It is no good. Ball tipped around. Allen comes out of there with it. A lot of hands around. Spires tried to tie him up, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Cooper.
Yeah, that foul on Spires, that'll be his first and team's second here of the quarter. Give it over to Crawford County. They'll have length of the court to go.
Clock running, 54-19. It's a seventh rebound by Crawford in this quarter alone. That's as many as they had the entire first half. Out high, Bowman with the basketball to the left of the key. Gets the sign from Coach Hayes on the bench. Moves in on Mitten, working one-on-one with the dribble. Looking nowhere to go to Mishkeel. And Bowman got tangled up with Bostock and just grabbed him and threw him to the ground just out of frustration is all that it was.
Yeah, and, preceding that, Bowman kind of got tangled up with Minton. He pushed off on him. When Bostock came around, put a hand on, he pushed off on him. Nothing but frustration on the part of Bowman that time, and he will go to the Crawford County bench. It's the third foul of the night on Bowman, second on Crawford County as a team, and that, more than anything, it was Paoli's plan. Let's get under his skin a little bit, and it worked.
Decker re-enters the lineup for the Wolfpack with 35 seconds to go. Cole working on the left side. Keeps the dribble alive. Pass it out front to Spires to Bostock to the right of the key. Bostock dribbles into the lane. A little up and under move shot. No good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Mishkill. Hayden, a nice stride. Just didn't finish at the rim. 18 seconds and counting. Working on the left side to Seibert back into the ball game. Seibert with the dribble. Crosses over. Gets in on the baseline. Cut off. Tried to throw it off Reynolds, and he does right off his face. And the ball goes out of bounds. And Jackson, I think, just was more surprised than anything, seeing that coming right at his eye.
Yep. Jackson, he's going to be going to college to play football. He's a tough kid. We'll see how he bounces back after that.
Kirkland Hughes will check back in, and going out will be Jackson Reynolds. Crawford County will have the basketball as we get everybody set to go here. Fletcher Cole talking to the officials, trying to get everybody situated, and now we're good to go. At the end of the bench, Decker will throw it in. Quickly comes into Seibert. Long three, left wing, up, bottom of the net. And now to close out the third quarter play, Cole from three-quarters court, and off the back of the rim. Gave it a shot, did Fletcher, but it just wouldn't fall. The way he'd been shooting, you knew it had a pretty good chance. At the end of three, Rams in control, 54-22. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Rams take a 32-point advantage heading into the fourth and final quarter of play. It'll be Crawford County basketball as checking in Landon Sines will be in there to start this quarter. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Decker. Over on the right side to Lynch to Seibert on the baseline. Seibert fadeaway jumper. It's in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cooper Spires. Spires, Cole, Mitten, Bostock, and Hughes. Here's Fletcher Cole weaving his way through traffic, reverses it from left to right to lay it up and in his 22nd point of the night. Quickly the other way, Decker down low to Seibert in the lane, turns in on Mitten. Shot comes up short, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Spires. He'll push it up to Cole. He's going to launch three right at the key. It's going to be off the front of the rim, no good. Seibert has the rebound for Crawford County. They give it up to Mishkiel, who is also in to start this quarter. Comes over on the left side to Sines. Give it off to Lynch to the left of the key to Seibert into the corner. Seibert looks for cutters down the lane. Mishkiel cuts down the lane on a nice backdoor cut. He got the ball down low, did the 5'11" sophomore. Couldn't get the shot to fall. He is fouled and will go to the free throw line for Crawford County.
That foul will be on Fletcher Cole. That's going to be his second, team first of the quarter.
At the line, Ricky Mishkiel, 5'11" sophomore, 57% free throw shooter on the season, averages just under 2 points per ball game. His free throw rattled it in for his first point of the night. 56-23 as Reynolds comes back in, and Cole will come out at the 7:06 mark here for Paoli. Chad Sullivan ready to get off the bench as well. Might be the night for Fletcher as he gets a hug from his dad. And Sullivan will come in, and Kirkland Hughes will come out. 7:06 to go here in the ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Mishkiel's second free throw is up and good. Got them both. 56-24. Crawford County going to drop back, pick up the Rams as they have all night long in their man-to-man defense. Spires across the timeline to Bostock. Back out to Spires to Reynolds around the perimeter to Mitten. Mitten going to lob it back door. Reynolds catches it on the baseline. Spin move back in the lane. Put it up nicely with the left hand off the glass and good. First two of the night for Jackson. 58-24. Trying to get the seniors all in that scoring column here tonight. Into the corner right side, working as Decker. Top of the key, Lynch loads up another three and buries it. He's had a nice night. He's got 9, and it's 58-27 with 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Spires to Bostock on the right side. Rams out front, trying to set some screens along that free throw line. Spires has it. Bobbled by Bostock. Thought he was going to cut in, but instead Hayton went back out. Luckily, the Rams did not turn it over. Spires to the left of the key with the dribble, running the point out front to Bostock. Steps back, high arcing three on the way, in and out, no good. Lynch tracks it down deep in the right corner. They'll give it off to Seibert with 6 minutes remaining in the game. Lynch across the timeline with the dribble into the lane. Mishkiel put it up in traffic, no good, but Bostock will be called again as Ricky Mishkiel starting to get offensive-minded here late in this ball game off the bench for the Pack.
The foul on Bostock. That's his first and team second. Free throws to be taken, though, by Mishkiel. He was up there a minute ago and made 2 for 2.
That'll bump up that 57% free throw shooting because he's now 3 for 3 at the stripe.
Yep.
See Cade Walls come in, and Cooper Spires will come out. Also, Justin Thornton will re-enter the lineup, and Chad Sullivan will come out. And Chad's had a big night as well for the Rams offensively here in this game.
He is now 9 out of 9 on the night. That's, I don't know if it'll go in the record books, but it's perfect.
Free throw is up and no good. And Thornton comes down with the rebound. I think Dathan Chastain might have won a little bit better down in that night in that tournament against down at Valley.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A few more shots and perfects as well.
Out high, Bostock to the right of the key. Give it off out front to Mitten. Thornton between the circles for Paoli to Walls. Cade pulls it back out with the dribble to Mitten between the circles. 5.5 minutes in counting. Out high, Thornton with the basketball. Crosses over to the high post. He'll pass it out front. Traylon Mitten will take it out near the 10-second line. Mitten working, give it off to Walls. Walls at the spike line comes right side to Thornton. Rams spreading it out, just content to run some clock here. 58-28, that's the score. Paoli on top. Out high, Jackson Reynolds to the left of the key. Give it up to Mitten. Traylon, the point guard right now for Paoli in this offense. As Paoli's run the clock down to 5 minutes. Mitten with the double high post, gets the screen, pulls it back out. Off the screen, here's Bostock. Fakes 3-1 dribble. Now will fire three. It just barely drew iron. Seibert comes down with the rebound, saves it from going out of bounds to Lynch, right back to Seibert. And Reese Allen will bring it down the left sideline for Crawford County. Rams drop back in their half-court man-to-man. Allen comes left side to Lynch, who's had the hot hand. And as Lynch makes a move, Cade Wall is a little bit too close for comfort. He'll be called for a reach-in foul.
A foul on Cade, his first and team third, does give Paoli a chance to sub in Lyden Poe, our long ranger, and Traylon Mitten will go out.
Lyden got one to go the other night against Mitchell. Let's see if he can do it again here tonight on senior night.
Told me before the game he was going to concentrate on his defense tonight.
Inbounds pass couldn't handle it was Bowman. He went out of bounds. Fortunately, though, he threw it off Thornton out of bounds, and it'll be Wolfpack basketball. All right, well, he's on the defense. Let's see if he holds true to his game plan.
Yeah, he said he was going to guard Seibert and keep him from scoring.
Well, Jackson Reynolds got that right now. Bowman into Seibert. Here's a long three left corner, up and good. And a quick timeout going to be taken by Coach John Hayes. 58-31, Rams on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other two locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Cave Quarry
Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations, Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
3:46, all that is left in this one. We've had a running clock since late in the third quarter when Paoli got up by a 35-point margin. Right now they're up 27. Paoli has possession of the basketball.
Out high, double high post set. Give it off to Reynolds to the right of the key. Looks for Cutters. Thornton down the lane. Back out to Poe. Leiden faked the 3 but didn't pull the trigger. To Reynolds into the low post. Driving down is Bostock. Now he circles in. His shot blocked. Poe comes down with the offensive rebound and kicks it back out to Thornton. Thornton drives down the lane. His pocket has been picked. Steal the other way. Bowman into the offensive end. Bounce pass to the trailer. Driving in left side is Signs. Signs as he comes out of there with it. Let's see if they're going to call a foul or just
I think
kick ball.
Well, I think Jackson Reynolds was out of bounds, got a hand on the basketball and touched it, and that meant that it was going to be out of bounds to Crawford County. And Reynolds, one of the seniors, comes out to a hug and congratulations from everybody on the bench.
Substitution as well for Crawford County as Lynch back in, Fish back in as well. Into the corner with it is Mishkill. Mishkill fires it down low on the baseline. Driving in that time is Decker on the baseline. Look, nowhere to go for Signs. He'll pass it out front. Decker going to shovel it right back out to Lynch. 3 straight away. This is going to be an air ball out of bounds, and it will go over to the Rams.
All right, see if Paoli can get something done. They've run a couple of plays trying to get Hayden Bostock some points on senior night. Leiden Poe also out there, one of the seniors on senior night. Maybe get him a score.
He's set up at the high post, double high post, as Walls with the screen to the left of the key, looking down low, trying to get it off to Poe. Leiden looking, going to back in, nowhere to go, back to Walls. Walls to the left of the key, give it off to Thornton between the circles to Bostock. Hayden with the dribble, gets his screen, pick and roll, looking out front to Walls, down the lane, back to Bostock, to Ian Sullivan, who checked in, lob it over the top. Down low, tried to get it to Poe, but a nice job of fronting in by Fish to knock the ball out of bounds.
Substitutions for Crawford County. They're basically going to empty the bench. I see Lucas Cox is coming into the ball game. Let's see, Wyatt Hensley, he sees action as well. They snuck another one in there. I think
32.
30.
Levi Richardson.
Okay, got him too.
Inbound. Here's Poe driving down the lane. Put it up ahead. Good. So Leiden on the inbound play, able to
Look at that.
Put it off the glass in good with 1:25 to go. Quickly the other way. Driving in is Fish. He is met at the rim by Ian Sullivan. Shot didn't go, but a foul going to be called, and that will put Crawford County at the free throw line.
And that foul is going to go on Ian Sullivan. He's added up a few of those tonight. That's his third. We'll stop the clock momentarily, and Brody Fish will go to the free throw line.
Fish, a 67% free throw shooter coming in tonight. First one is up and good. First point of the night. Crawford hit some free throws here in this second half.
Starting to add up a little bit. That's their fourth made free throw of the quarter.
60-32 with a minute 23 remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard on senior night. Free throw up and good by Fish. Makes it 60-33. Crawford drops back into their half-court man-to-man. Ian Sullivan brings it up with the dribble. Double high post set, looking for the back door. Try to get it down to Bostock, but the ball's going to be tipped away. But Poe comes right back and steals it and lays it up and in for his second basket of the night. He's going to light up the scorebook tonight. Is Leiden on senior night. Down into the corner right side. Cox has it. Pass it out front. Here's Mishkill. Long top of the key. 3 is no good. And Sullivan the rebound being Ian. Up to Walls with 53 seconds to go. Thornton looking down low. Comes over to Bostock. Bostock with the dribble. Between the circles, they're going to try and set a screen. Now he's going to launch a high arcing 3 off the back of the rim. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Fish of Crawford County. He'll take it up the right sideline into the offensive end. Bounce pass over to Mishkill. Swing it left side to Cox. Cox picked up in the man-to-man. Knocked away. Stolen by Sullivan. Ian down the left side. Can he try and get it up and dunk it? Well, didn't have the steps down, but a little finger roll just as effective, and he laid it up and good. 64-33. Mishkill out high. Drives in left side. His scoop shot is good off the glass. Ricky Mishkill has had a big fourth quarter with 5, and Timeout going to be taken here real quick just for substitutions, I think, to get the seniors out so that they can get a round of applause. And Lyden Poe and Hayden Bostock will be the two come out for the Rams here tonight. And Lyden with a big smile on his face. He's happy all the time, though.
Oh,
but I
he
think
is.
he's more
He
happy
is.
tonight now, as he should be.
Yeah, they tried a couple of times to get Hayden a shot to fall. It's
Just what his night.
Just not his night. But there will be another.
Down to 10 seconds to go as the Rams will wrap up as conference championship, as they will go undefeated in PLAC play. Your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard on senior night. Paoli 64, Crawford County 35. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Time rolls on and change happens, but some things remain the same. Banks send their profits to stockholders, and credit unions share profits with members and their local communities. The difference seems simple, but the effect is huge. Since 2021, Hoosier Hills Credit Union has donated over $500,000 to nonprofits, scholarships, athletic programs, and community foundations across central and southern Indiana. We're proud to give back to our local communities. If you'd like to bank local and build our community together, visit HoosierHills.com and join us today.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Hear that? Adventure is calling your name. Are you ready to answer? At Springs Valley Bank and Trust, we're here to guide you on your financial journey. From checking and savings accounts tailored to your needs to personalized investment strategies, Springs Valley has the fuel for your future. Need a loan? We've got competitive rates and flexible options to make those big life moments a reality. Stop by a Springs Valley Banking Center and let's start planning today for tomorrow's adventures. Adventure awaits. Let Springs Valley guide the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Paoli Rams are PLAC champs as they run the table this season. They end up going a perfect 6-0, cap it off with a huge senior night win, taking care of Crawford County 64-35. Your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. As we begin the OC Eats post-game show, OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. With the win, the Rams here at Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court are perfect this season as they go 10-0, and this will be the 15th conference championship claimed by Rams in boys basketball, the last coming back in 2022. And Paoli will close out the regular season with 21 wins, which will tie the most in a regular season as well for the Rams back in the 2017 and 18 season. But Paoli came out, established themselves early, even though they fell behind 2-0. They then scored the next 10 in a row thanks to Fletcher Cole. In fact, scored the first 16 points of this ball game for Paoli, and the Rams built the lead out to 16-7. It was 20-13 at the end of one. After that big first quarter by Fletcher, it was junior Chad Sullivan who took over the game in that second quarter of play, got things rolling for the Rams. He was a big part of a 15-0 run as the Rams were able to stretch the lead out from 22-14 to 37-14. As in that stretch there, Crawford County went over 4 minutes without scoring a basket. And the Rams were able to build up that lead as they closed out the second quarter of play on a 7-0 run. In fact, from the end of the second quarter to the start of the third quarter, that was amidst of an 11-0 run. And when it was all said and done, a bucket by Fletcher Cole at the 4:41 mark made it 52-17 in that at the end of that third quarter, and that's when the Rams started to get the running clock. Paoli was up 54-22, and then just run out the string in that fourth quarter with the goal to get the seniors in the scorebook. Well, they got that accomplished in part, except Hayden Bostock was, I believe, the only Rams senior that did not score here tonight. But Rams closed it out with Reynolds, Poe, and Cole, and Bostock in there. And Paoli will celebrate their final home game of the regular season with an impressive 64-35 victory over the Crawford County Wolfpack. Rams are able to control the backboards here again tonight. 27 rebounds total, 8 on the offensive end. Crawford County with 19 rebounds, but 12 of those come in the second half of play. Turnovers were a big story here tonight, as Paoli only committed 8 turnovers, 4 in each quarter, while Crawford County, they had 21 turnovers for the night, but 13 of those came in that first quarter, or I should say the first half of play, when the Rams got things rolling and able to get that lead out to a 37-14 margin at one point with just over 3 minutes to go. Really the only downside to tonight's game was the fact that Dane Padgett went out with that leg injury. Don't know the extent of that right now. And, of course, the Rams were shorthanded already with Dakota Apple with an ankle injury. And, again, sectional coming up on Wednesday night. So Rams are going to have to heal quickly. But they'll be able to celebrate a big senior night victory here tonight. Again, your final 64-35, Paoli victorious over Crawford County. When we continue with the OC Eats postgame show, we'll take a look at team and individual stats. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets and more than from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Paoli's now won 6 in a row over their conference rival from the south, the Crawford County Wolfpack, in 9 of the last 12, but over the last 40 years, it's been a pretty even matchup between these two teams, as Paoli now holds a 6-game advantage at 28-22. But an impressive win here tonight as we continue with the OC Eats post-game show. As Paoli, as you look at it, Bert dominated in every statistical category here tonight.
Yep. And, you know, the scorebook, it doesn't tell a different story because Paoli shoots 53%. They wound up, they made 18 more shots than what Crawford County got up and or made, and made 2 fewer than what Crawford County even attempted. So a big night offensively for Paoli. Taking a look at the shooting statistics, Paoli shoots 28 out of 53 on the night, 53%. They were 5 of 10 in that fourth quarter of play for 50%. Included in that 28 of 53 overall figure is 7 out of 20 three-point shooting for Paoli. Take that about every night, 35%. That's a real good three-point percentage, even though Paoli was 0 for 4 in that fourth quarter of play. At the free throw line, that's really the only area that Paoli would have to work on after tonight's ball game because they go just 1 out of 5 from the line on the night, just 20% there. As far as Crawford County is concerned, they shoot an even 33%, 10 out of 30 on the night. They were 3 of 7 in that fourth quarter of play. Included in that 10 of 30 overall figure is 6 out of 14 three-point shooting for Crawford County, so they did a real good job shooting the three tonight, 43% there. They were 2 out of 4 in that fourth quarter of play. At the free throw line, Crawford County, 9 of 14 overall. They finished at 64% from the line. 64-35, that's your final score. Paoli over Crawford County. We'll take a break, come back, and take a look at some of the individual stats from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Well, the OC Eats postgame show continues as we take a look at the individual scoring from tonight's ball game. Basically, with the exception of Hayden Bostock on senior night, if you played for Paoli tonight, you scored. There were only other Hayden and Cade Walls, who Cade got in very late in the ball game. He was the only other one not to score. Otherwise, pretty good scoring. 22 points for Fletcher Cole leads the way. He's one of 2 in double figures for Paoli tonight. Had Chad Sullivan for 18 points on the night. 9 out of 9 from the field was Chad. That's an impressive stat line. Then 6 points for Kirkland Hughes, made a couple of threes tonight. 4 points apiece for Ian Sullivan and for Lyden Poe. Then 2 points apiece for Jackson Reynolds, as well as Cooper Spires. Traylon Minton got 2. Dane Padgett got 2 before getting hurt. And Justin Thornton also finished with 2 for Paoli. As far as Crawford County is concerned, 1 player in double figures. That was Blake Seibert. He finished with 11. 9 points for John Lynch. Lynch, he'll be something to contend with next week as he was able to knock down 3 3-pointers tonight against Paoli. Then 5 points for Ricky Miskiel. 4 points for Braxton Bowman. Paoli held the freshman in check tonight. He was kind of frustrated toward the end. Then 3 points for Devin Decker, 2 points for Brody Fish, and a single point for Reese Allen. Scores by the quarters. It was competitive through the first quarter as Paoli was out in front 20-13 after 1. But then the second quarter, much different story. Paoli outscores Crawford County by a margin of 26-4. They led it 46-17 at halftime, did Paoli. Third quarter, Paoli came out. They got it up to a 35-point margin, so the point totals the rest of the way are lower. An 8-5 margin in favor of Paoli in the third quarter. It was 54-22 after 3. And in the fourth quarter, Crawford County actually outscores Paoli. 13-10 was the margin there, but too little too late as it wound up being a 64-35 final. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be getting Coach Dusty Cole up for a few comments. Also, we're going to look forward to next week. Sectional play begins here at Chambers Gymnasium next Tuesday. Paoli and Crawford County are in action next Wednesday. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than In Focus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on First Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Rams close out the regular season with a big win on senior night to capture the undisputed title for the Patoka Lake Athletic Conference as they take care of the Crawford County Wolfpack 64-35 as we continue with the OC Eats postgame show. Head coach Dusty Cole joins us now here after this Rams win, 21st of the season. And Coach, come out early, set the tone, and did what you needed to do here in this ball game.
Yeah, we got off to a good start. I thought the seniors did a great job there just early on, and especially on the offensive end. We gave up a few too many points that first quarter. Talked about that at the quarter break. Made a few adjustments on the defense, and I thought it was a lot better the second quarter. Was able to hold them to 4 points in that second quarter. But, we actually thought 13 was too many. Mm-hmm. We wanted to keep them, for sure under 40 for the game, but we were trying to keep them under 30. So thought that was too many in the first quarter. But the offense was there, hit some shots early. That was kind of nice. Fletch got going, which was good to see, hit some shots from the outside. And, as we've seen many times, once you see, 2 or 3 go in, sometimes, he gets hot pretty quick sometimes, and, that's how that first quarter went.
Yeah, he's definitely on a heater, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Every now and then those guys on those heaters, they take a heat check, and sometimes that heat check is a shot that you don't really want them to take sometimes, but I guess you see that at all levels, and once it gets going, you just got to kind of let them go sometimes, and that's the freedom those guys get.
And, of course, once you got what we call the regular starting 5 in there, Coach, got their feet underneath them and really got rolling there. Big 15-0 run there in that second quarter.
Yeah, it was a big second quarter, and, most of that came from the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we did a nice job of not only getting the stops, but we scored some points off the defense, too, and that's what we want to do. That's big for us. That's part of how we play a little bit. It also wears the other team down. They have a couple guys that they don't get a lot of breaks. They got to play some big minutes, and when they do that, you just kind of tend to see those runs, they're about halfway through the second quarter and halfway through the fourth quarter sometimes when they played big minutes, and that's when that run came.
Well, you had a mismatch down low with Chad and really able to exploit that here tonight.
He did a really nice job. He's played well 2 or 3 games in a row now. He's starting to finish all those layups inside. Just has really good hands, good footwork down there. We try to do some different things to give him the ball because they play him different ways. Sometimes he gets fronted, sometimes they try to push him off the block a little bit. We got to make sure once we throw it in there, we got to cut, a little bit, because they're sending some doubles now. Sometimes he's starting to play so well in that block, we're sending some doubles, and when that happens, you got to cut off of him, or you got to relocate sometimes. That's something we can work on. We can show on tape some. We got a couple good cuts off of it though. And we scored a couple times off of that, but just those adjustments as these teams start to watch tape, they start to take things away. Then you have to adjust to what they're taking away a little bit. So, just have a chess match every now and then. But those are the things we're working on, and we threw a lot at them tonight. That's the other thing we wanted to do. We wanted to run a lot of different defenses, a lot of different things. So, people to get the tape, and these guys that we have to play again, they just have a lot to look at.
And, of course, Coach had that big lead at the half, and it was good to see. We've seen this happen a lot of times this year for you. When you have the lead at half, you come out, still maintain that intensity, and build that lead.
We've kind of looked at that as a staff. We've done a really nice job in a lot of these games of actually winning all 4 quarters. Even if we have, 15, 20-point lead at the half, just like you said, we do a nice job coming out and still winning the third and even the fourth a lot of times, and that's very difficult to do. But it just says a lot about our team. Again, I think that goes back to just continue to get stops on the defense. It's easy to relax when you get a lead, even more so on defense than offense. So kids always want to score and the ball. Well, that part's kind of easy sometimes. But on the offense or on the defensive end, you got to just keep getting stops. And we've done a pretty good job of that all year. I really like our defense. We're starting to rotate really well. We're being in the gaps, but then when they make those passes, our closeouts have gotten a lot faster, a lot more under control. We don't want to chase guys, run by guys, but you still have to rotate. And as we saw early in the year, we were really struggling to do that in the half court and play a different style than the full court. But we did a really good job here again tonight when we did call the press off pretty early there in the third. Just dropping back to our, just our half-court defense and just got stops on the defensive end without all the gambling around.
And, Coach, another good night, controlling the backboards and forcing a team into 20-plus turnovers again.
That's the recipe for us. We want to put a little pressure out front, cause some problems out there. Even if we don't turn you over, there's still just those other factors. We're going to wear on you a little bit. We're going to wear you down some, and we're going to get into your bench a little bit. And either way, that's big for us. And that happens, 2 or 3 different ways, too. Sometimes we get into the bench because they get a little tired, and, they have to sub. Sometimes we get in the bench because, we can get after it a little bit. They start calling some fouls, and it starts going back and forth. And next thing you know, a couple of their guys have to come out of the game because they have 2 fouls. And our guys do as well, but that's an advantage for us if, both teams have to do that. So, there's a couple ways that it just kind of wears on you. But in the end, they start to add up.
That they do. And, Coach, wanted to get all those seniors in the scorebook, but didn't quite get Hayden. Got him some shots, but he couldn't get anything to fall.
We got really close. Those are all shots that he hits in practice. He does a nice job shooting the 3 on the scout team for us. Obviously, he's a kid, really enjoys playing defense. That's where he really helps us in practice more than anything. He's just got a lot of fire on the defensive end. He enjoys playing defense. You saw him take a charge down there.
Yes.
Does a lot of little things like that. Gets his hands on a lot of balls. But, ran a couple things for him, trying to get him open a little bit. Had some good looks. Like I said, he's knocked those down a lot in practice, but just couldn't get one to go. But again, gave us some great minutes. They gave us great minutes to start the game, and they came in there at the end, gave us great minutes again. I think Hayden even gave us some, just a few spells throughout the game. We had a couple guys down, and that's kind of how it works. You always got to stay ready. These seniors have done that as well as any group of seniors I've ever had, especially for 3 of the guys that actually come off the bench. 2 of them don't play a whole lot at all. Jackson gets some minutes about every game, but not a lot of minutes. But they've done as good as any group that I've ever had of guys coming off the bench and just staying ready. And when their number's called, they come in there, they do their job, and that's all you can ask. And they give you everything they got. It seems like there's not a letdown. They know what they're doing as well, so we can still run all of our normal stuff. But, it's no surprise to any of the kids or any of the coaches. Sometimes the fans get to see it and they get excited. But, we see this every day. These guys compete, and they're a big reason that, the program's in a good place because this varsity team is very lucky they get to go against guys like that every day. A lot of teams don't have that. You've seen our JV team. I think they've played really well the last 4 or 5 games. They hit a little spell there for 2 or 3 games. They just kind of hit a rut, but boy, they finished strong, had a great season. But those are the guys we get to play against every day, are the JV guys and those 2 or 3 guys on the end of the bench in the varsity game. And more than anything, you don't get to see that physicality, every day. And those guys are just outstanding, and they deserve everything they get.
That they do. It's fun to watch them, and hopefully we'll see several more games here down. And Coach, maybe the only downside tonight was seeing Dane leave the floor with that injury.
Yeah, it seems like there's always a downside. There's always something you got to talk about a little bit. Dakota's already down. Now Dane's down. That's 2 starters and 2 guys that are really, really good on the defensive end, 2 athletic guys, both guys about 6'3", which is about as tall as we have. Obviously, we need them. And hopefully they're just kind of tweaked. I don't think it's like a high ankle sprain where they're out 4 or 5 weeks. But you know how those ankles are. They're just kind of day-to-day. You don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes you see them improve very quickly, but sometimes they just kind of nag a little bit. And hopefully these are just a couple that, we can take a few days, treat it a little bit. Luckily we don't play till Wednesday. Just having that, just a 1 extra day sometimes is very, very important. We're actually taking the weekend off. I think we're going to open the gym up tomorrow for just whoever wants to come in, but we're just going to shoot. But we played a lot of games this week, and a lot of those guys played a lot of minutes. Now it's important to get the legs back, get healthy, take care of these little injuries we have, and hopefully we can come back about Monday or Tuesday and be full strength.
Oh, we can't leave, Coach, without talking about being conference champions.
And, they really deserve that because we had a tough road this year. If you just kind of look at the road we had and the teams we had to play, we had to go to West Washington, to Perry, to Orleans. Those are some really good basketball teams. Tough places to play. Orleans has a tremendous team. I think they've won 17 or 18 games Somebody just told me tonight I think they took Brownstown down to 2 or 3 points, right there at the end. So that was a big win for us. But even going to Perry, tough place to play, pulled that game out, played really well versus Mitchell, and then played really well here tonight. So we have so many games at the back end of the schedule in that conference that it just takes some time to kind of see what's going to happen. And, everybody's been watching our scores because we've been in the driver's seat a little bit, but they've been watching our scores, hoping, somebody knock us off here or there so they could get a piece of it too. But our kids were always ready to play. I think we've won the conference. I have to look up there, but I think 6 of the last 8 years. I think we've won the conference, and again, that's very difficult to do here at Paoli. We actually have more sectionals than we do the conference championship, so it's very difficult. But these kids have done a really nice job of taking care of business, and then also we've taken care of the home court too. I think we end up undefeated.
Yeah, 10-0.
Which is also big, and even bigger, with the sectional being here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We carry that momentum in because now, Coach, we kind of reset and get ready to go with Hoosier Hysteria tipping off here Tuesday, but the Rams back here Wednesday with Crawford.
And I think everybody's ready. That's one of the reasons we are 10-0 here, because of all these people that come out. That's what home court is. You see it so much in the college and the pros, but, when you have a place like we have here, you also see it at the high school level too, because the fans pack the gym. The players feed off that. They get a little more energy, a little more excitement, and I think that's what creates that home court advantage. It's not so much always just this is the place you practice and you shoot all the time. Maybe that helps. I don't know, but I think it's more of the fans and the energy. We had a great crowd here tonight. We're definitely going to need that next week. Every single game. But the good news is I think this is a group of kids that people really enjoy just to watch play, how they play and how they go about things. They play about as hard as any group we've ever had here, I think. And people enjoy good teams to play hard.
That's fun to watch, that's for sure. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you Monday on Coach's Corner.
Sounds good.
You bet. Head coach Dusty Cole of the Paoli Rams as they win it here tonight, 64-35. We'll continue with the OC Eats postgame show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com, or call 812-653-7431, and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
Rams wrap up senior night with a big win, 64-35 over Crawford to lay claim to the Patoka Lake Athletic Conference Championship, going 6-0 and finishing up regular season at 21-2. Crawford ends up their year 5-18 and 1-4 in conference play. Well, now it's all about Hoosier Hysteria. It tips off next week throughout the state of Indiana. High school sectional play, and of course right here at Sectional 46 Class 2A at Chambers Gymnasium. Tuesday night, everything tips off with Salem taking on Mitchell in the lone game at 7. Then Wednesday, 2 games at 6. Paoli, a rematch with Crawford County, followed by Eastern and Clarksville. Then on Friday, a week from tonight, it will be the semifinal round action. Providence, who got the bye, will take on the winner of Salem and Mitchell in Game 1. Then Game 2 will be the winners from Wednesday night. And then, of course, the winners from Friday night will come back here with a chance to cut down the net and pick up a sectional championship. And for our fans, if you're looking to purchase tickets, well, they'll be on sale at the door. There will only be each day session tickets, no season tickets. You got to buy a ticket each and every day that you come. Single session tickets will be $7. Again, you will pick those up at the door, and a cash-only option here at Chambers Gymnasium. The doors will be open on door 1, 4, 11, and 27. Now, if you want to go online, you can purchase your ticket there, and you can do that by going to public.eventlink.com/tickets, and that will get you an opportunity to get your tickets online. And remember, though, there is a 90-cent service fee for those tickets, so that $7 ticket becomes $7.90. So keep that in mind when you get ready to purchase your sectional tickets. Next week, again, that will be sectional 46 here at Chambers Gymnasium. We'll come back to wrap up the OC Eats postgame show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Regular season from boys high school basketball wraps up on this final Friday in the month of February, and for the Rams, they celebrate senior night in great fashion as they post a 64-35 victory over the Crawford County Wolfpack. The JV also victorious tonight as they go 62-23 the final, and of course the JV ends up going 18-2 on the year as the varsity ends up an impressive 21-2 and 6-0 in conference play as the Rams send out Jackson Reynolds, Leiden Poe, Fletcher Cole, and Hayden Bostock with a victory here tonight on senior night. As we just talked about before the break, sectional play right around the corner, and that'll be on Tuesday night, Game 1, Salem and Mitchell. Our next coverage will be on Wednesday night, as we'll have the rematch between Paoli and Crawford County here at Chambers Gymnasium. That'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off. We'll be on the air with our pregame around 5:40, but hope to see a big crowd on hand here at Chambers Gymnasium as the Rams go for a sectional championship. If you can't make it, tune us in, and if you do come, well, bring your radio with us, and you can stay along with the coverage as you watch and listen here at Chambers Gymnasium. For the Rams tonight, again, they pick up the win 64-35. As always, want to thank our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school basketball, not only tonight, but throughout the entire year. A big thank you as well to our engineer producer. Great job, as always, by Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. Again, your final tonight on senior night from D.E. Suite Chambers Gymnasium and the James A. Babcock Court. Paoli 64, Crawford County 35. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber,